Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dawn and Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning into another video. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can go to dawnanddreams.com. That's Dawn and Dreams with a Z, and the link will always be in the description box. Also, you can check out my handmade dream catchers and whatever else that's coming. Probably by the end of this week, I'm going to do a big shop update, or just in the month of April. Somewhere time in the month of April, I plan on doing a big shop update because I'm going to be able to provide everything. I've always wanted my mystic shop, and I'm gonna get it together this year. So, a lot of handmade items, a lot of cleansing products, and things like that will be in the shop. All right, and this is going to be a little bit of a different type of reading because I said in my community post I wanted to offer it as a special for like pet psychic reading because I think that's so interesting. We're just going to see what comes out, what they're desiring, if they have anything to say to you. Typically, this is going to be the pets that you actually have, your domestic pets. Um, I guess a pet that's outside that you see regularly if you want to do it, if you want to apply it that way too. Less on your totems and your spiritual animals that you don't see that often, more on the animals that you are actually around, okay? And what they have to say about your life, or if they have any messages just about themselves, okay? So we're going to see what comes out. No pressure. Pick stone 1, 2, or 3. Let me hold them up to the camera. If I can zoom in just a bit. Yeah, just a bit there. And I applied this to my fish, so I don't really care what kind of pet it is. They all have messages and what they want. All right, so if you need more time, please pause the video, but we're gonna get right on into it. So I'm gonna put these back here, and we're gonna start with the first one. Let's see what your pet has to say. I feel like this pet is very, very needy, likes to be up under you a lot. And yes, we're gonna go over the spiritual aspects as well. I'm seeing like a cat rub up against you, and of course that's common, but I'm seeing that as an energy of um, like rubbing some energy off on you. If you have negative energy, allow your pet to rub up against you, whether it's a dog or a cat or your gerbil, whatever. Just make sure if the pet constantly comes up under you, it is a need of security for them, and also I believe that it kind of draws out any negative energy around you. Okay. So we're gonna get into that. I have a few decks that we're gonna probably use. Maybe not all, but let's get one more card from this deck. I'm also feeling like some vocal needs need to come out. Either this pet is very vocal, or they tend to want to communicate with you a lot. Yes, this pet likes to be up under you, like for real, for real. And I also feel like they came into your life for spiritual protection, not just outside territorial protection, but spiritual protection. Okay. And this kind of also represents to me that if you have a snake or any type of animal, this is just for the other people that have more, you know, I don't want to say, I guess I could say exotic animals. It doesn't matter. You still tend to have that connection, a strong connection with their inner wild, okay? Even if it's a cat or a dog, you have that connection to like the indigenous before they became domesticated. For some reason, I feel that. So basically, what I'm saying is in past lives, and it may not have been a cat, maybe it was a big cat, but you have that strong connection to that animal. So that's why you're drawn to this animal in this round. And also, if you can see, there's like a bear there, and I believe that's a bird. So that tells me that you've had spirit animals You have a strong connection to spirit animals and just animals in general. Like they send messages from you for you, and I feel like they send you animals. If you are a keeper of animals, rather you have one or two or just one, I believe that your spirit animals on the other side, the spiritual realm, they send you an animal for protection. So if you ever feel like, well, I don't really want a pet, but you people just keep offering you pets, like probably because you need a pet in your life. Maybe not two, three, and the cat down the road, but pets do come into your life for a reason. They offer some type of protection for you. And obviously it's like a knowing energy. Like that's why you draw them out. Okay? Let's look at this one's here. They offer a great number of support, not only spiritually, but also to your work. For many of you, this pet feels like, they're very, very happy and, assured that you did find them. So for some of you who picked this one that found your pet, they're very, very happy about that. And it was definitely meant to be. I feel like they're a keeper and you kind of don't realize that. And then, like I said, this is not for all because some of you have fur babies that you keep around you 24/7. But I'm also seeing some that just kind of keep them on the outside. But you definitely want to let them in a little bit more, be a little bit more interactive with them because, like I said, they have some type of light where they can see things that come in. So they do monitor that. I know when you have a pet for so long or any type of, I'm going to say family member, when they become a family member, you can get irritated with them, and that's normal for me. So I don't look at it like a bad thing. I think it's normal. You get irritated, you're just like, hey, leave me alone, get out the room. But look at it more so in the aspect of if they are kind of yearning to be near you, it is for a purpose and a reason. And I also see the spiritual animal being near you through spiritual work. Okay, that's the spiritual animal. Well, they are spiritual animals, I guess. But I want to say that I want to keep it like domesticated in a way. Yeah, they can definitely see through deception. Let me get one more card and then we're moving on. Yes, because you have truth and deception. So they can definitely see if you have anybody around you that's fake or, that gives you a bad energy, they can definitely see through that. And like I said, this doesn't matter. I'm not specifying it to any type of pet. I'm just saying that this pet either, because some pets talk telepathy. So you may walk around the house and just feel a sign or just know something when you look at that pet. Some thought comes into your head. And I'm applying this to if those of you who have fish, turtles, or other type of pets. They may throw a thought into your head, and that thought can give you the energy that you need to know about a situation or a purpose. Okay, so maybe let me speak. Maybe maybe they can't talk to you directly as verbal as a dog or a cat, but it could be different things. So don't forget about telepathy and energy. All right. So that is the first one. I have to move on, but that was very interesting. I definitely like that one. Wasn't expecting it. All right. So let's go on to the second one. What is this pet's energy? What do they have to say? Let's get into this. It's like it's almost a complete opposite with this one because I feel like this pet may be at a distance. They may like more distance from you, okay? But they still are a watcher. And for those of you who have pets that you've actually took in from deranged situations, there's definitely a thanks for that. Okay, you took them out of either the pet store, or maybe you've rescued them, there's definitely a thanks for that. So they're definitely watchful. They're very watchful of everything that goes on. They typically, I feel like this pet more so likes the outside or the sun, just where they can see things, and more so in the surroundings. So this is directly like a guardian on the outside, not necessarily near you, but on the outside. They want to see everything. They want to know what's going on, what's coming in and what's coming out. Very protective in their energy, and that's kind of the way that they came based on what they've been through. So it's like they're happy that you're able to work with them or able to give them a home and things like that. So let's get into that. And I don't see them being able to communicate as much as they would like to, but it's like a thanks for working with me. Okay, that's all I need for that. They have a huge sensory. I'm picking up on the energy of smell. Okay. Yeah, they like their distance. You see how I told you? That same vision, just watching out. So they have like this fear of themselves and also just a fear of you too. Like they don't really like outsiders too much. So if you have a pet that's very territorial, this is the reason. They're a protector of home and what they have. Even if it's a small pet, if you notice that they don't really like to interact much, it's just because of what they've been through, and they're very thankful to have what they have with you. Because this represents, yeah, either some type of, which I hate to say it, some type of abuse from the last situation, or it was just something that was very painful that kind of scarred them in a way to where they're very, very mindful of certain things. Hmm. Wow. Okay. So this message is really from definitely from them, and I can definitely say it can relate to your world as well, because it seems like a sudden sense of change, and it was definitely necessary. So in the same way you've helped them with change, they would be the ones to push you to change. So in your darkest hour, they kind of shed some light towards you moving forward. Like, hey, you took me out of a bad situation, so I'm going to show you the energy to come out of a bad situation. And there is the animal right there. They don't like you being blocked when it comes to your energy. So they definitely notice that. This animal definitely does not, or pet that definitely doesn't like where you're not in a position of leadership. I don't know why, but they don't like the fact that if you're not in a leadership, they like you to honor who you are. And it definitely relates to some of the animal kingdoms in the wild. They honor who they are, and there's definitely roles and positions that people play. I'm sorry, animals play in certain things. That's just the natural way in the natural territory, and they have a lot of energy towards you having confidence in yourself and what you're capable of doing. One, you definitely be a little bit more fearless. And the crazy thing is, like I said, even though they may not show love or, at attention, or you may not know how exactly they feel, There's a lot of love there. It's just masked behind certain things that they have went through, but they do not like to see you blocked. Because the same way you showed them a change, they want to show you that change. They want to kind of push your energy. So if they are speaking you through telepathy, or you get a sense of feeling around this animal or pet, it's definitely because they want you to continue to move forward. They want you to be the king of the castle. And like I said, it's a very serious energy with this animal. Very serious, but very good at the same time. It's like it's sad, it's good and serious at the same time, but they definitely have your best interest in mind. Be fearless. Maybe they can't be all the time, but they do expect that out of you. All right, so that is that one. And I'm going to move on to the next one. So what is the last one? What does your pet have to say? What is their energy? What do they want you to know? Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm hearing chemistry, two peas in a pod. I do see relaxation as well. That's all I'm going to take from that. I don't know why they're pointing towards decision and choices. Let me get one more card from this one. No, okay. It's weird. I'm seeing fish. I'm seeing cows. I'm seeing a lot of things. Snakes. So the first thing is you have a lot of guardians around you. They provide a sense of security. So when I say chemistry, two peas in a pod, it's almost as if someone gave you a little bear and you kept it with you all your life, kind of thing. So typically you're going to be the one that keeps animals for a long time until they do pass forward, until they ascend. These animals that you have, they do represent symbols of signs. They do give out signs from the other realms. They heavily affect your pet. Heavily affects change or decisions, major decisions in your life. They also do not want you to be alone. Because it's honestly as if you get a sense of loneliness and you like security. So I feel like your ancestors could send you an animal to give you that physical sense of security if you don't have it or you don't feel like it's authentic enough. So a lot of your pets will act on the behalf of ancestors as well and spirit guides. I just see a lot of signs. Like this represents a sign coming in from your ancestors. Like it's kind of to keep you back on track or to keep you focused on your goals. There's a sign there. Hmm. Look at something else too. And it's like you're very intuitive because I really feel like you know that some of these animals, they take on the persona of more human-like attributes, if that makes sense. Like they're almost acting human. So that is like that's the ancestors coming through. And there's so much water surrounding you. I see that it could be, very much a fish or um, a water type animal, but at the same time, it represents your ability to kind of connect and your intuitive energy. It's almost like if you have a lot of fear, an animal will help you to uncover that fear, to push you forward. They are the gatekeepers of the spiritual realm as well because they live based on instinct most of the time. I'm just seeing a lot of support if you are falling down, if you are kind of just in a false sense of security, if you are not wanting to move forward, just a lot of energy. So there's just a lot of chemistry as far as your animals go. So with you and your animal, like I just feel like they're with you and a lot of transitions in your life. Even if you don't have them, they'll typically come back into your life. Just a lot of transitional periods. You'll find yourself around an animal and they'll help you. So either you're keeping an animal until, like I said, they transition on, or they're kind of in and out of your life, but it's all within purpose. And it looks like a lot of comfortability, like you feel very, very comfortable when you have um, an animal just free and acting on its own around you. That's not like restricted as you feel that you are. Also giving you a sense of comfort away from loneliness. All right, so that is the pet psychic reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you like and subscribe, comment, and share. And again, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can go to donandreams.com. The link will be in the description box. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.